Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. We are building along nicely on Alpha 34 over here and there are lots of problems. Welcome to the stream everybody. Dan the Flying Man, hi, how are you? Astral Descent, welcome. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to do today? There's a lot of stuff for us to sort out. Firstly, this area is an absolute mess. We used to go through, there was a bit of a time where people didn't actually come for their flights. Now I think we've got everybody coming back to the airport again. Now it's just a matter of getting everybody on their flights in time and sending those away that are causing a bit of a problem, like C4 over here. We need to just send that away. What also happened was these were piling up completely, so I switched them off and I added some more of these subway stations because geez, it's just a crazy pile up of what's going on here. Well, I don't think we've got through that just yet, but at least we're trying to manage most of our queues. But yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare altogether over here. I was thinking there was a comment a long time ago that we need an information desk, so I may as well add one. Okay, looks like something like that, one over there maybe, and yeah, maybe a little something all the way over there, so there's a couple of spaces for them to do that. We don't have tons of cash. Hello Mother Earth, welcome to the stream. Dan, the airport I believe was based in Queensland, in Brisbane, and that's probably why we don't need the de-icing. I don't know where we can actually go and see that. Yeah, I don't think there is a way of looking at where the airport is afterwards. The airport is what oh, there it is. You just double click that. So yes, absolutely, we're over here in the Gold Coast. So the airport in the Gold Coast, and that's why it's nice and warm and we don't have any de-icing requirements. And that's another thing that I think we might do in this episode, is get rid of our de-icing and make better use of this space. So I can certainly make better use of this space and rejig some of these taxiways a little bit. That would work quite well for us. We need a bit more cash, so I'm gonna let it keep letting it run a little bit. Stuff like this that's on pushback and that's just waited ages is a bit of a problem for me. E1, E2, let's get rid of all of these E's over here. The other side, however, they're working a little bit better, so now all of them on pushback, so we'll see, try and get all of them out of the way. Okay, let's pause the game for a second while I quickly trim a little bit of this, and we'll place a couple more stands in here. A large one like so. This will just be, come on, jeez, the game is really not liking me at the moment. It's very challenging, lots of problems. Okay, so let's do that. We'll place another one in here. Okay, of course we'll just get it busier and busier. Come on. Okay, there we go. So that'll be it. I don't think we can squeeze another one in here actually. Yeah, absolutely we cannot. I kind of thought I measured that out, to be very honest with you. Anyway, for now it'll be sufficient. Actually I think that's what we planned, for 5 only. Okay, for now it's going to be sufficient. We will reconnect this over here and then we'll start seeing what we need for this guy. We're up at 84, so that's okay. 84% of an airline score, but though I believe we need to be up at 85 to be in the running for the awards. Okay, so let's get our doors in here so we can quickly link these up. Okay, so with a door over there and a door over there, we also need to extend our secure zone all the way to the other side here. We'll have to see what we do over here. And then we can go ahead and grab one of these as a copy, create a new template. I'm just going to grab all of that, thank you very much, and we will just squeeze them in like so, I believe. Yep, that's the spot, and that's the spot over there. we will need to link these up to baggage bays. So let's link up to number 1 over there. We can at least do 5 stands from a baggage bay. I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, so let's see if we unpause, that should immediately be workable, or do we have to connect them ourselves? This is E, so this will be E4, and this will be E5. Perfect. And I believe they didn't actually connect, so we'll have to go ahead and connect them ourselves. So we'll do that, and we'll do this one over here as well. Okay, perfect. So now that should be workable. Is that gonna, yep, perfect. So this will go away now. So now we've got these things sorted out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of all of this. So let's go ahead and clear out all of that. Get a bit of money back for doing so. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all of our de-icing services. So let's quickly go in here and actually just switch it off before we just get rid of all of it. So de-icing will not be, de-icing handling system disabled. Okay, so no de-icing will not be taking place. Let's get rid of all of this that we're busy with dealing with here for de-icing. Okay, up to there, up to there. Don't quite, oh yes, we'll no longer need any of this, any of that. Let's get rid of this and that. We can actually bring this one around so we can actually make room for another big stand over here. And with that out of the way, it means we can actually finally get our taxiway to run down here, and we can stop double loading some of these areas. So let's do that quickly. We don't have a lot of money. I did try and amass some more of it, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. So let's see. So that's about, that has to be about 7 wide, right? Oh, 8, 7, like so. So what we'll do is we'll do like that. We'll link them up. Frag B, hey, how are you? Can you try to make 4-lane roads? I can try and do it. Let me do it, but yeah, with a one-way you probably should be able to do it. We can try something like that. Where were you thinking, at the drop-off area or for the service roads? Okay, so with that in mind, what I'm just thinking, we need to sort out the rest of that over here as well. So we'll grab this one and we will run it across there. It's a little bit wider. Anyway, we'll do that. We'll bring it in. Come on. No. I want to add these little nodes. Yeah, perfect. That's the one. Then this needs to be one way that way. This needs to be one way in the other direction. So that should be fine. The service roads. Okay, so we'll have to find a place where the service roads are nice and busy, and we'll do that. Maybe underground in some of these areas where we're doing the handling. That would be a good spot for us to do so. Just before we get to that though, I want to quickly extend our taxiway over here also. Up to about there. Up to around there. Where are you from? I've been trying to figure out your accent. Ah, and what? Any guesses before I let you off the hook? Cannot remove. It's occupied for some reason. Oh yes. Well, we need to. Oops. We need to link this up. Okay, and then I believe we should be able to remove. Ah, we can't actually. So there's probably a plane coming in. We'll just wait for that plane to pass by and then we'll do it. Oh, not quite. Not quite. I am from South Africa, but I have lived in Dubai for 7 years. So, so at least I've lived there. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then we can actually make room for another one over here. We'll see about how we do that. Can we get rid of this? Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, so now things are looking a little better over here for us. and hopefully it means that these guys, I'm actually sure I only want this to be one way in that direction, please. Australian. That's where I live at the moment, but I'm not Australian. No, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be Australian. Okay, so this is still all pretty busy. Let's quickly have a look at what our schedule is looking like at the moment. Are we E1 is boarding, E2 is on pushback, but yeah, E1 is a little bit, oh, excellent. E1 is out of the way there, getting out of the way. Was that fully loaded though? Don't quite know how whether that worked or not. Ooh, look at this. Okay, perfect. All of that seems to be working. Okay. Let's quickly sort out this little service road section over here. So if we decide to, it's 10 p.m. in Australia though, 9 p.m. in Brisbane where I live, 10 p.m. in Sydney. But yes, it's pretty late, kind of late. I'm a bit of a night owl myself, so not too late for me. Okay, so let's see. I want to put something like this in here and see where that goes, because that's practically the only place we can do it, and that's fairly useful. Do that. Oops, other direction. And what we'll do is we will link that up. Do we have enough money for another? We do in fact have enough money for that. You didn't try the road? Yes, not yet. I'm going to do the road now. Down in the basement though. Let me just quickly build the other extra stand up here, and then I'll go and move on to that. Okay, any of you playing Airport CEO yourselves at the moment, or is it just me? Come on. Okay, there we go. And this one needs a bit of an upgrade to a jetway. Whoa, it's very laggy, guys. If your airports get really busy, it gets so laggy. Okay, now it's built. We quickly need to connect this piece over here, and then I'm going to try just connect these last few things. Okay, like so and like so. We're gonna go upstairs. Oh, this is the one thing that I actually forgot about. Okay, let's try something. Let's see if this works as a concept. Let's get rid of a bit of that. Okay, now even a little bit more. Okay, let's do that. Now I want to try something. Can you actually board out of the restaurant? Let's try that for size. Okay, so if we say one there and one there, okay, and oh, it has automatically been hooked up. If we then connect the baggage bay downstairs over there, so now this one should be open for business. This is E6 and E7, but I think this needs to be oh, you've tried it before. Okay, so this needs to go up to E8. That's what we're going to do. This one's going to become E7. We didn't quite plan for this, so it's a little bit of a, and this one will then be E6. There we go. And that's going to be, so these people are going to want to eat dinner before they fly. You can even board from the bathrooms. Nice. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so that's now should be open for business, and we should see some people coming through there. Okay, let's do this this double lane thing over here. Where though? Let's find an appropriate spot. Okay, so this stuff, yeah, the issues. Okay, anyway, let's try something. So here what we'll do is I will add a little bit of service road on either side of this thing. Okay, there we go. And I believe what we're going to need to do is, yeah, that's looks a little crazy. We will have to make them one way though. I believe that's what, otherwise the stuff's just not going to understand what we're trying to do over here. So if we do that, not that this is extremely busy right over here, but we'll try it. And like that. Yeah, I'm also hoping that it was a scientific experiment and that's not your standard build of an airport. So I believe it's kind of working. We'll leave it there for a little bit and see if there are any issues with it. But yeah, it seems to be working. Seems to be working, no problem. What are we saying over here? Oh, you're from Melbourne? Yeah, well, very good, very good. Glad you're joining the stream locally. I don't have it on my PC. It's 10 p.m. Okay, so we've got the service roads in there now. Frag B, is this kind of what you were thinking? Is this the 4-lane arrangement that you were looking for? Or is that the kind of test that you were thinking we're doing? Okay, there's a lot of stuff not working out at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, tons of these guys, D's. The D gates are in a bit of trouble. So let's quickly have a look. So let's give them all a little bit of a send away. And we'll see if we can get these guys on a little bit quicker. Okay, we've still got all of this sorted out. There's lots of queues down here. Do we have these linked up though? I believe we should have them linked up to the second one. Yeah, so that should all be fine. Okay, now with the removal of the de-icing, it means we can actually get rid of these de-icing pieces over here, which is okay. Oops, I don't want to get rid of that, just that one. That's fine, we'll get rid of that. We've got some vehicles we can obviously get rid of as well. Let's quickly have a look at what is happening with our operations. So if we go over here, we need a little bit more security. We need tons of extra janitors again, and we need some more ramp agents. The service technicians and the passenger service agents are fine. So, well, now the security officer is okay, but what we'll do is we'll add a little bit more of practically everything. We need to find that appropriate balance, really. So let's grab one person here, that person over there. So that's a couple of extra security officers. We'll grab our most appropriate ramp agents, but we'll probably need some more. So let's try the best in the reds over here. Not a lot though, we'll grab a few of them. We need tons more janitors, so we'll just grab absolutely all of them. Okay, and now if we go back to whoever we have at the lower levels over here, I'm kind of thinking we just need to train them up a little bit more till we get them all in the green, whoever they are. Well, some of them we won't get there. Let's just get everybody as close to the greens as we can. Over here, see if that helps us out in our operation at all. Train some more. You only have a limited number you can train. Well, a limited, you can't train, see max train, and we're not even halfway through really. But yeah, just want to get them all at least at a green level or close to a green level. And now there's something causing some clashes somewhere. We'll have to have a look. So many staff things I have to deal with. You should just be able to set a level and they train their staff to that level. I don't know. Maybe it feels a little tedious for me to have to click through a million staff and just train them, because that's what I want to do. At least we're making a little bit of money through operations while this is ongoing. Come on, and then you misclick and you get some stuff. Okay, we're training them. Yes, nicely. Let's move on. Keep training the staff. We need tons more janitors though, so if I have to go and train 1,000 additional janitors like this, oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so that's all of them for now, right? And I hope that's okay. Now let's quickly have a look at our operations with the vehicles, and we've got a lag. Okay, now vehicles. Oh, this is tedious. So tedious. Okay, vehicles were pretty good. Vehicles are okay. Okay, we've got planes over here everywhere. Some error messages popping up. Okay, so you missed one on page 3. Yes, I'm sure I did. And there's probably all kinds of other ones that, because of the way the filters work, we also ended up missing. Let's go back and try it one more time. Now, filters. Let's see who is in need of some training. Let's go again. See, again, we have plenty that we need to train up again. Some more training. So I'm not sure how long I will go on with this one, just because it's a bit slow and tedious. But I might do another episode or two of it and see if we can't improve our efficiencies a little bit. That's something that I might try, but it does become a little unwieldy. What I'm really keen on is the passport update to come out. And then I hope that we can do multiple terminals at the same time. That's kind of the idea. And then we do a domestic terminal and see, again, with the filters does something weird. Anyway, the domestic terminal and an international terminal where we can actually use the passport control. Okay, we're like training people, spending lots of money on it. Okay, hopefully that means we've got everybody all trained up now. It would also be good if there were connecting flights. Actually, connecting flights I think makes it extremely challenging. Some airport uses connecting flights and that can make it quite challenging, but yeah, it would be. There are so many people that's just kind of hanging out here, and what I struggle to understand, they're actually all walking around. This is crazy how much is going on over here. We seem to be getting them through security in a reasonable amount of time. I don't quite get why they're queuing up over there instead of using the other ones. But we seem to be getting them through security in a reasonable amount of time. But there's all kinds of other issues, of course. Let's sign a contract for this spot here. We'll get some sushi in there. This guy has not got enough, but anyway, there's not a lot of people coming over here. As long as we get people through there, that is absolutely fine with me. Okay, how's our other satellite terminal looking at the moment? I think we've got our flights in there. We probably can do with another little bathroom. So let's grab this guy. We'll copy it. If you hold in Alt, you copy the entire room and everything. So we'll do that, and we'll move another little restroom all the way out here to the end. So these people also have the ability to relieve themselves before the flight. We just need to make sure that these are actually set up. That's the male one there, and that's the female one. Oh, and something I forgot to say, I've removed the chat upon all your requests. Thank you so much for actually commenting and responding when I asked for you to do so. We've got 11,000 passengers in the airport. So you're saying that the chat is a little bit problematic, and especially if you're watching it on your mobile, then you are not really able to see the chat and follow along anyway. So anyway, it's been removed, so hopefully you're all happy now. If we go upstairs, there's one restroom over here. Wow, there's a lot of people trying to queue and get out and get in. Let's have a look at what's going on over here. Ooh, we are not doing well at the moment. See, because we've continued to expand over here in terms of how many flights we're getting in, we're getting so many people. Let's quickly open the email from the boss and see how many people we've actually got through our operations recently. Total aircraft process 98. I would like to see the next one. Ooh, look at these ratings. Current airline rating, average airline rating. We're pretty high on this. Passengers process 16,000. That is a high number. That's really good. That is really good. So we are doing a decent job in terms of getting numbers through. What's our rating at the moment? 83%. The one thing that constantly is a struggle is this this one that keeps popping up and down. The cleanliness, I do agree, we probably need some more, and then we need more bathroom shops, franchises, all kinds of stuff. This area over here probably is in need of a little bit of something, so let's quickly add. So we've got something like that in there. And we probably need some plants and stuff over here too. But so let's get a shop down here. I hate all the nonsense that I'm getting here. Is the passport update a confirmed update? Yes, that is going to be Alpha 35 according to the dev updates. Alpha 35 will include passport control, so you instead in not just having security, you'll also have to manage passport control through this as well. Let's get some of these guys in here. So we'll do one over there, and we'll do one on the other side, like so. And then we just need a ton of not this, a ton of these things. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab all of these big ones over here. I can probably copy a arrangement somewhere. Okay, so new immigration as well as, yeah, there'll be immigration. Absolutely. That I think is going to be the real next challenge, to see how that gets dealt with in the game, and how that you manage the processing through that. And I mean, I'm sure it's going to add tons of other stuff as well. Okay, that's pretty good. Actually, no, let's do this, and then what I can actually copy that and just move that down. Let's do that, and yeah, like so. No, like so. There we go. OCD. So if we do this, oh, look at that. Look at that. The copy and paste tool is awesome. Okay, so now we've got that open. Let's give it a nice expensive as to go in there. Now let's get some windows, because obviously when you are shopping, you would like to look out of the window at an aircraft that's parked outside. Let's start it at the end over here. Probably need a slightly different flooring in there as well. There we go, some nice windows for the people in the shop. Okay, we'll actually do some on the end over here as well. One on that side and one on that side. Now look at that, how awesome is that? Let's get a little bit of flooring to go in there, and hopefully that's going to sort out some of our concerns with oh, that's a nice floor right there. And I'll do that so it goes under the windows as well. There we go, pop it in there. Nice. So now hopefully that should be open soon, and then people can actually make use of that. Can the shops be placed before the security? Yes, you can place shops before security. We have a couple. Let me go and show you. Go down here. Oh, we're in need of more staff. There is a shop before security, or more so directly after security. We need some more staff. I'll quickly have to sort that out. And actually, let me do the cheat and the debug and quickly just spawn a few. This is F10 to open up this menu. So you keep asking me in the comments. So if you want to open up the debug menu, it's F10. So I want to get a few security officers. So let's just spawn like a few of them. And a few, well, janitors. We need tons of janitors. Let's spawn that. Yeah, the lag is real. This is the problem. I mean, look how many agents are here. I've got 12,000 passengers running around in the airport altogether. So yes, it really is problematic. And this is why you really can't just continue to build the airport bigger and bigger. Look at that. Look at that. I'm at 10 frames per second. That's just insane. Insane. Okay, Kusushi is open over there. So it is a nightmare to move this many passengers. So really, the next airport we do, I don't think we can actually get it to go this big. We can't operate it this big. It just gets too wieldy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I would love it if it was optimized a little bit more, and you could actually play it without it just being a constant lag. Then you could probably work on getting it a little bit more efficient, but at the moment it's a big challenge. So let me talk a little bit about what I want to do in the next one. What does I Hate Christmas do? The I Hate Christmas, I don't think it does anything at the moment, but during Christmas, these planes have little Santa hats on top of them. It's just a kind of a quirky thing that the devs do for Christmas. And so I think that just takes those hats off, those little Santa hats off of the planes. I don't know how we can actually get some of this to sort out better. I mean, I've added a ton of staff. There's still not enough staff working all of these points. I don't quite get what's going on with the drop-off area. This piece is something that, I mean, you've got tons of subway stations over here and people just kind of queuing out over here. It's a little bit of a mess. I don't know. I can't even begin to understand what all of this mess is about and where these people are heading. So that's a thing. So that's a big challenge. Let me open all of these things again. Maybe that'll help, but I doubt it. These car stops have caused more problems than they've solved. So yeah, I think we'll probably have to do multiple terminals if we want to really get things to work a little bit better. People are kind of standing around. Hopefully we can help these guys out a little bit and get a few more of these processed. But yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Okay. Lots of errors coming in now. I'm assuming they're not able to path to these opened up stands over here. Well, they are pathing there, but there are still plenty that's struggling with it. Hopefully that does some stuff for us. Okay, so the planning for the next one. Okay, for your next airport, you should make a regional airport. It will be not as bad to handle. Yeah, absolutely. So the plan for the next one is, and maybe what I'll do is, if I started before Alpha 35 is out, what we could do is we could start with the regional side and then do the international side on the other end. So the idea is, instead of doing satellites, I was thinking to do the runways in the middle like this, okay, and then do a terminal along the edge over here, maybe a nice long one. Maybe it'll step in a little bit and then be a nice long one with a drop off over there, and we'll have the road go along the outside and all the way up here, and we will do another drop off on this side with another terminal over here. So we'll have a international on the one side and a regional or a domestic on the other side. Place Sim Airport. Sim Airport, my issue with Sim Airport, not a lot changes in Sim Airport. I know they've added fire to the mix now and probably worth having a look at it, but it was also a bit of a challenge. They don't add as much as I would like them to add. We need another one over here. Let's open up another restaurant there. What's our rating looking like at the moment? 86. That would mean if we can maintain it at 86 for a little bit, people are worried about queues and all kinds of things, but if we can maintain it at 85 and 86, we should be able to get some kind of award, I think. Security notice, we've had a few security notice yet again. I don't understand how this happens. Has been fined for the full amount of $5,000 due to the negligent security routine and practices an airline your airport conducts business with has reported that a bag containing dangerous goods was loaded on board and discovered after takeoff, which triggered an emergency landing. We recommend that you ensure that your airport's conveyor belt layout is correctly set up so that these issues can be avoided in the future. Please note that we've deducted several points from your current rating. That further baggage security issue may invoke more penalties and fines. So I'm not too big a fan of that, because I just keep having these issues, and now they're obviously deducting points, so I'm not gonna score any wins. See, this stuff is already kind of piling up over here. Maybe it's workable, I don't know. But if we go down to security, we will see that it is set up well appropriately. The ratings we got for this setup was good. But I believe what is probably being the issue here is probably again our staff not doing great. So we've got some security staff here that's not in the green zone, and we need them in the green zone if we are going to keep people nice and safe. So let's just again spend some time sorting things out here. Come on, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the idea for the next one. Let's see how that 4-lane road section is performing over here. We are getting them, but I don't think it's really operating the way it should be operating. It seems like it's almost slowing them down more than anything else. Why are so many bags getting destroyed? Beats me. Absolutely beats me. There's tons of bags goes to the destroyer. I've no idea why. Apparently not enough. Yes, you've got it. Not enough. Look at this. And oh, another thing that'll be in Alpha 35 is the travelators, so that these guys don't have to walk these ludicrous distances that they're walking at the moment. That's probably part of why my scheduling is so poor, is because of this. Yeah, no, tons of bags are being destroyed, and yet I still get the security stuff out. But yeah, it's much more than I would have imagined. I'd be pretty pissed off if they just go ahead and destroy my bag like that. Okay, so we've got a pretty busy airport, a full airport. We've got, you know, multiple parallel taxiways running up and down here, effectively 4 of them. Tons of planes waiting to get to their stands over here. This guy waiting for that little one. I believe the bigger planes have the right of way though. Excellent. So it's a lot more effective now since we've added that section over there. I think this is the D gates over here should work much better. What's going on over here? Yeah, no, tons. Oh, C4 is actually only in the route now. What's going on? C4 is an empty stand. Let's dismiss that one. Should actually just dismiss a couple. I wonder, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I am going to go to the debug menu, and I am going to do what? I wanted to see if I can get rid of everybody, get everybody to leave the airport, get all the planes to go away, and then we start fresh. That's kind of what I was hoping we could do. And maybe it's not in the debug menu where we do that. Ah, here it is. Send all passengers home. Spawn 10,000 test passengers. We've already got them over here. Despawn all passengers. Yeah. Oh, despawn or send them home. Spawn. No, this is spawn passengers, right? So despawn them. So send them home. Yeah. Yeah, I believe we do that. So let's send all passengers home and see what that does. We hit the button. I don't know. Despawn them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and let's have a look. If we go to the operations menu, if we close the airport for a bit, proactive cleaning, proactive repairs. Let's close the airport. Okay, airport closed. No more flights coming in. Let's just get everybody out. We will go to this menu and we'll send all the passengers home. I want to see what happens if we then start doing, oh my goodness, look at these streams of passengers. At least they're going for the these subway stations. Got 6 of them. Is the passenger numbers dropping? Yeah, they're dropping pretty quickly. Excellent. We're getting all of our flights out of the way. Excellent. Let's try it. Let's get everybody out, and then what we'll do is we'll sort out, we'll open it up again, and we'll see how that works. Then we'll see if we get everybody out, and we'll restart it. Hopefully the janitors will get some time to clean this absolute mess that is our airport. Look at how much money we've got by sending people home. Gotta love it. Keep streaming out of there, guys. Oh, look at that, 6,000. Excellent. I think it's going to work. I think this is going to help us out a little bit. These guys, you guys need to leave, buddies. I've sent all your passengers away. Yeah, these are only staff. Okay, well, get out of here, buddy. Oops, oops, oops. Get out of here. It's an A380. These are big planes. Get all of them out. Yes, yes. In terms of narrative, yes, that's exactly that. It was those baggage, all of the baggage that wasn't destroyed happened to contain some bombs, and now we had to kind of sort these things out. Start from the next day? Yeah, absolutely, I think so. We'll it should be pretty good. We'll try and run it through. Absolutely, there's our last planes now leaving. Excellent. Everybody's fixing the stuff. Look at these guys. Oh, we don't. You know what we don't have here is we don't have a place for the staff. Jeez, words, Jon. Get the words right. Okay, so staff over here, staff over there. We'll do this. We'll do this. A little bit of staff here. Put a staff room in there. Give them a little bit of a door to get in there. Like so. Now we need to just kind of, let's do a bit of flooring there. Nice flooring. Why is all of these vehicles still kind of rushing around over here? Now we need some of these. Where is it? Some of the seating. Let's get some seating in here. We obviously need to do some nice stuff with our laptop tables. Okay, we obviously FPS now visibly better. Yeah, absolutely. It works so much better if you don't have 10,000 passengers hanging around. How many do we have? We still have 4,000 passengers that's probably struggling to get out of these things. So if I kind of stop some of these, right, will they go? Where would they go? Yeah, some of them are actually leaving, you know. I think I should just close all of this stuff because it's absolutely ludicrous that we have people waiting there for buses that's never coming. They should just use the subway altogether. Look at the bathroom. Just close all of this stuff. I'm going to close all of this drop-off stuff. We're not going to have any of that. We're just going to have the subway stations. Because the cars and the vehicles just can't seem to get them out quick enough. That's, I think, part of our problem, and that's why they kind of end up messing up the stuff. I think a lot of passengers just kind of get stuck in this area over here. Look at that. Look at that. That's probably half our problem. 4,000 passengers were just kind of hanging out over here. That's just crazy. Closing all of this. Come on. I'm also tempted, very tempted, to close all of this. Close it all. I want no cars whatsoever. Not even staff parking. Well, actually, this is staff parking. Maybe we'll keep a staff parking open. We still need to close a few over here. Thank you. Yeah, just go straight for the subways. Thank you very much. They went from parking to toilet. Yeah, absolutely, because they were standing out here for days, I think. Can imagine they must be needing to go to the bathroom pretty badly after that. Excellent. It's taking us so much time. Oh, look at that. We're down to our last. Exactly. I think this is the problem. Honestly, I think this is where the problem lies. If we can get rid of all of this and they don't wait for that and they only use the subway. Whoa, look at this. Crazy. Leave, buddies. Let's go try that button again. Send all passengers home, please. It's taken us so much time to get to this point. Is the place nice and clean though? Yeah, it is. Can we send more passengers home? 300, 200. Come on. 177. This is staff, right? 600 staff. 100. Come on. Drop it down a little more. 79. Get rid of a few more. Send all passengers home. Oh, there's still an open one here. We're going to close that, definitely. You're out of here, buddies. We're down to the last 31 passengers. And send all passengers home, please. 27, 24. Any other ones open over here? Still a few staff car parks. What we'll do is I'll open up this one, set as a staff parking, and we'll open that up so staff can go and park over there. But that is about it. Last 17 passengers. I think we should open it up. It's 7 a.m. Why are you... Okay, let's quickly, while there's nothing going on, let's have a quick look at our operations in terms of staff. It's still pretty slow though. Okay, so passenger service agents desks, or passenger service agents, we need tons more. Janitors are still not quite there. So let's quickly spawn some more of these guys. Service agents. Well, let's start with the ramp agents. We need probably another five or so of them. So let's spawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan the Flying Man, good night. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got about 10 minutes left, but that's okay. Yeah, have a good one. See you on the next stream. The next one we want is some security officers. No, we don't need security officers. Well, let's grab an extra 2 of them, something like that. And then janitors, let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 new janitors. And then passenger service, we'll get, wow, it's not a lot. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See if that does the trick. And in terms of vehicles, we should be fine. So hopefully now we've got enough of these guys to just kind of sort themselves out. There's a lot of staff hanging out over here with not a lot of seating. Let's give them some of this seating to kind of deal with it a little bit better. So something like that should help us out. We'll grab a couple of these chairs so that people can actually sit and work at the kind of the laptop station pieces over here. We'll give them a nice bit of a window so that they can have a look at the planes outside, something like that. It's not quite sorted out. Okay, so with that in mind, we've got 13 passengers left at the airport. Hopefully they are on their way out, 12 or so. Okay, so now, so it's effectively, oh, these seems to be primarily staff, but anyway, we're going to open up for business again now and see what happens in our last 10 minutes over here. Let's get the beer thing over there. These are all still sorted out. Okay, now let's open up the airport and we'll see how it goes if we do that. Let's just have a look. Gee, we've got all of this, and does this mean we're gonna start off with a bunch of delays? I hope not. Anyway, let's see. Open up the airport. Now let's see. Lots of error messages straight away. Hopefully we'll see. Look at these passengers arriving over here. All arriving via the metro or subway or whatever you would like to call it in your part of the world. All arriving. So now they'll be going to check in, and I hope, and we'll see. Oh, our flights are in. Look at all of these flights that's come in straight away. Tons of flights, and I believe it's probably all delayed flights at this point in time. Yep, all delayed, all of them. So it's still not actually going to resolve our issues, but it might help things out over here a little bit and get our passenger numbers to work a little bit better. Yeah, I think so. Start with next more spacing between flights in the next one. At the moment, what we're doing over here, oh, let's have a look at the flight schedule ever so quickly. What we're doing is we're doing 45, and the reason we could probably just squeeze them out a little bit further. Let's do something like 90 minutes between flights going forward now. We'll see how that works. What's going on over here? Still at about 80. And I'm also not going to do these remote stands. Yeah, what I could do is, you're saying I should clear the schedule and then start it again? Well, there's not enough time in this in a stream today, but maybe what we'll do is I'll try it. Actually, I think Saturday I should just start with a new one maybe, and we work with the lessons we've learned in this one. I think that's kind of the idea. I'm also wondering, maybe I'll do a sandbox one so that we don't have to worry about the money so much, so that we can actually focus on our optimization. I think that might be something that I'll do. Start with sandbox mode. Look at this, tons of them. But they're not actually queuing. These guys are all streaming out from the planes. That's where they are coming from. All of them streaming from the exits, or for the exits. But everything seems to be moving, operating. It's not as crazy as it used to be. Let's have a look at our flight schedule. Any new stuff needs to be scheduled with a little bit of time in between. I like that. I like that, and I think that's actually what you should be doing. Schedule it with some time in between, so it's not as busy, and there's a little bit of a gap in between. So if you have a delay, especially on the big ones, and I believe you can actually set that per stand, right? Let's have a quick look at the schedule, the scheduler. So here you can actually go and say, guys, auto planner, allow night flights, allow all airlines. So you can actually assign a specific airline. Something we may actually look into as we go forward, just to make sure we've got all of the same ones at the same spots. That looks weird. Looks really weird. The airport in New Delhi has two 3 terminals. What? 2 3 terminals. One of them is very far away from the main 2. Yeah, absolutely. Most airports actually have additional terminal buildings that are quite some distance. Many of them have these little people mover train systems in between. Also buses and stuff like that buses you from the one to the other. That's something that would be quite interesting, if we can actually have a bus that runs from the one terminal to the other. But I don't think that is just something that is there just yet. Are things working a little better? I don't know. I don't know if things are working better. It looks okay. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see it. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. I think they're all... Well, actually, I don't have any passengers on them. Look at this. No passengers. And there's some weird stuff going on over here. I think they're just trying to push them through at the moment, which is not bad. I don't mind it too much. Just trying to push all of this through. Yeah, absolutely. It is a bit of a funeral for this airport at the moment. We need a better setup than this. This is just not working. We're still getting paid for these cars that's parked here, even though it's closed. Should get them towed away. Yeah, absolutely. The airport. Oh my goodness, it's been a bit of a right up there mess on this airport in the end. It was going very well for so long until we started going this side. Once we added all of these additional extra large stands, it became a little bit of a problem for us to deal with. The FPS went all down. We just struggled to manage it. I think the next one we'll do a sandbox, and we'll do split as I've discussed, and then we'll try and manage that and work that one from an operations point of view, instead of trying to play it with the R&D and the money and all of those kind of three runways, or 4 in the next one. Yeah, we'll see. I think 3 runways is probably about right. If we can do 2 of the big runways, that should cover most of it, and then we'll maybe add a small one to cover the smaller flights, depending on the stands. I don't think the runways was the problem though. The runways are not the problem. The problem is this mess that kind of happens over here with all the passengers. So maybe, to be honest, maybe multiple terminals, maybe actually 4 corner terminals could kind of do the trick for us. Meaning that that each one of these manages much fewer passengers. Maybe that's the kind of thing we need to do, guys. But I think I am going to end it here. It's pretty much the end of the stream. We've got a few more minutes left, but I think that's going to be about the end of this airport. It hasn't gone to plan on this last episode, and even though we managed to sort out a few little things with the taxiways, we have not able to really stress test. Well, I think what we did is we did stress test this airport to a point where it's just too difficult to manage more than 10,000 passengers. 10,000 seems to be just about a problem. Split arrival, no, 2 big terminals on either side. Yeah, build roads. Can you build the roads on the first floor? No, but you can build it underground. So you can go roads underground, so you can have this entire drop-off area underground as well. So you can kind of double it if you wanted to. But yeah, okay, so 2 terminals. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then we can have arrivals and departures on the different levels. And now for some reason we don't have security officers over here. That's just strange. Oh, that's just strange. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for supporting this series and supporting me and my channel and so on. I've had a lot of fun with this one, and we will go straight away and start a new one in the next stream session. Maybe we'll bring in back some sim airport. We'll have a look, see if there's any changes since the last time I've played, and yeah, then we'll try and optimize it a little bit. Next time we will play a sandbox mode, so we can get through things a little bit quicker, so we don't have to wait for money so often as we had to in this series. But guys, thank you so much again, and if you're not if you're looking at the recording afterwards on YouTube, thank you again for your support and viewing of the series, and hit that like button if you've enjoyed it. I do appreciate that support. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.